It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power!
The Force is very strong over at Disney, which last week announced a Galactic Federation's worth of Star Wars content coming to our big and small screens over the next few years. But don't you worry, because we're gonna bite-size this bantha down for you by focusing on 3 different titles right now on the Ketchup. Disney's Investor Day was a cornucopia of content this year, with over 50 new series and movies announced. When it was Star Wars' turn at the mic, Lucasfilms' Kathleen Kennedy confirmed 2 feature films and 10 new Disney Plus shows rolling out over the next several years. First up, Hayden Christensen is re-entering the Star Wars universe for the upcoming Obi-Wan series starring Ewan McGregor. Can you tell I'm excited? Set 10 years after Revenge of the Sith and a decade before A New Hope, the show will focus on Ben Kenobi's lost years on Tatooine. And I, for one, can't wait to see how Obi goes from looking like Ewan to Alec Guinness in 20 years, but maybe he forgot to wear his 2 sunscreens? Get it?
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
Kennedy teased that the show would feature a confrontation between the Jedi Master and his former Padawan after the 2 last faced off on Mustafar, a fight which cost Obi-Wan his faith and Anakin an arm and 2 legs. Kennedy actually referred to the showdown as, quote, the rematch of the century. No disrespect, but seems kind of like an inaccurate assessment of these guys' history, considering the next time Vader and Obi-Wan meet again in A New Hope, one of them gets sliced in half by a lightsaber. Last time we checked, it's hard to top murder in the epic rematch category, but who knows. The long-awaited series, which was allegedly scrapped back in January and put on hold while the concept was retooled, still has a number of question marks ranging from release date to the number of episodes. But low-key, this kind of gives me hope that maybe the Lizzie McGuire series will come back to life. But anyway, our number one question is, will James Earl Jones make a vocal cameo now that Anakin has his helmet on? As far as what we do know, the show will start filming in March of 2021, and at the helm is Deborah Chow. Now, Chow recently directed The Mandalorian Season 1 penultimate episode, so we know she's good at getting great helmet-based performances.
This is the way.
While the Obi-Wan series will be sandwiched between the events of the prequels and the original trilogy, the upcoming Rogue Squadron film will be giving us our most futuristic glimpse into the Star Wars universe yet. And no, we're not just talking about the release date, which right now is slated for a very distant sounding Christmas 2023. First formed by Luke Skywalker, the Rogue Squadron has already been the subject of games and novelizations over the years, but director Patty Jenkins stated that her movie will be an entirely original story set in a future era, introducing audiences to a new generation of pilots. As the first female director of a Star Wars movie, Jenkins is already pushing the franchise in a new direction, away from the Skywalker saga. And in a Twitter video released shortly after the Disney announcement, she said that she was inspired by her father's death in the Air Force to make the greatest fighter pilot movie of all time. So expect more Top Gun than Rogue One.
That's one hell of a pilot!
Before Rosario Dawson's non-animated debut in the season of The Mandalorian, fans were rightly demanding to know where the dank ferret was Ahsoka Tano. And now we know. The beloved character from the Clone Wars and Rebels cartoon series will be getting her own live-action spin-off. But first, some backstory. Having been trained by none other than Anakin, Ahsoka never became a full Jedi, instead defecting to help the Resistance. She later teamed up with a young Jedi named Ezra Bridger after he reached through time and space and saved her from Darth Vader, but lost contact after he disappeared on a ship set to hyperspace while fighting Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, in The Mandalorian, Ahsoka is still looking for Thrawn, so we can assume that the show will continue her quest to find Ezra and suss out the Thrawn, which could also tie in with another upcoming Star Wars series, Rangers of the New Republic. But we'll have to break down Rangers and the other new series, Lando, Andor, The Bad Batch, The Acolyte, another day. Not to mention the new untitled Taika Waititi Star Wars film. And Disney clearly wasn't done with the news because they just announced another spin-off series, The Book of Boba Fett, coming to Disney Plus in 2021. Right now, little is known about the series, but stay tuned for more on that because we'll be breaking down what the finale of Mandalorian Season 2 means for the future of Star Wars next time.
There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
All right, friends, it's time for us to force throw it over to you now. Is this enough Star Wars content to make your little heart sing? Or are you low-key upset that Jar Jar Binks doesn't have his own spin-off yet? Please let us know all your thoughts and feelings in the comments section. And of course, if you want more Disney investor news, head on over to RottenTomatoes.com. And if you don't want to miss out on any future episodes of this show, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And as always, can't thank you enough for watching The Ketchup. My name's Naz Perez, and may the Force be with you.